Welcome, replay viewers, and good morning, everybody. We are at the Long Island Railroad Mastic-Shirley station here on Friday morning at the start of the Memorial Day weekend. And thank you for joining. Thanks very much. We're going to be here to see the first of the morning trains heading for Montauk to bring visitors for the holiday weekend out to the east end of Long Island and to Montauk. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining. I'll just pan around.
Long Island Railroad customers, the 9:32 AM train to Montauk is expected to arrive on track 1, platform A, in approximately 6 minutes.
Okay, thank you for that announcement. They're getting better with their announcements. This train is due to leave Mastic-Shirley at 9:32, so he's running about 6 to 8 minutes late, which means, to me, we're going to have quite a crowd on this train heading for the Hamptons for the Memorial Day weekend. So this is the first of, let's see, 9706. It'll be at noontime. Then there'll be the advanced cannonball this afternoon. And then the cannonball. Last year was horrible.
This is Tom Kaminsky.
I think they're 20 minutes late last year. Well, you know, the railroad's claim is if the train arrives at a station within 5 minutes and 59 seconds of its published arrival time, it's considered on time. Well, now you tell that to someone who misses the train by 20 seconds or so, right? So either you're on time or you're not on time. We'll go with the schedules. Be that as it may, this should be pretty interesting. We'll see how many people are crowded into the vestibules of the C3 bi-level cars. This train will possibly have 5 C3 bi-level cars with a DE30AC locomotive up front powering it. Normally, before this weekend, they operate with 4 C3 cars on a daily basis. But with the holiday weekend and the number of people traveling, they may have added an extra car this morning. Each car holds about 150 people. That's an approximation. You could Google that to find out. Google Kawasaki C3 bi-level passenger cars, which were built for the Long Island Railroad 20 years ago. They've been in service now, and you can pretty much get a answer for how many people they hold, how many seats. Okay, thanks for that information. You know what this train is all about, for those who are familiar with it.
Attention Long Island Railroad customers, the 9:32 AM train to Montauk is expected to arrive on track 1, platform A, in approximately 3 minutes.
There you go. Yeah, you're absolutely right, because the signalization was completed east of Speonk last November. And so now the blocks are controlled by signals from the Babylon Tower all the way to Montauk. So they can better move these trains through the single track East End area here. But this train, what happens is you have the electric train departs Penn Station around 7:49, and then everybody changes at Babylon to the diesel train, which runs from Babylon to Montauk every morning. This particular Friday morning, they had actually 2 trains, diesels from Babylon. One runs strictly from Babylon to Patchogue, and that takes a lot of people who are going to the stations where there are ferry connections to Fire Island. Bayshore, Sayville, and Patchogue. And then this second train is a special train for this Friday morning of the weekend, and its first stop after Babylon is Patchogue. So it's carrying most of the people who are going to the Hamptons, Westhampton, Southampton, Bridgehampton, Easthampton, and Montauk. Of course, it does make its regular stop here at Mastic-Shirley and also Speonk. Here comes the train. Let me turn the camera to the panorama mode. Okay? Now, I hope we don't lose our video signal or get signal breakup, folks, because it's a possibility that we might get multipathing off the metal sides of the railroad cars, which may interfere with the signal. But we'll try it. We'll try doing this live broadcast. Okay, he's crossing William Floyd Parkway crossing now. Love that horn. Love that horn. All right, DE30AC 423 this morning. So they're doing a operating with their complement of 4 cars. And I see people standing in the vestibule. Look at this. Watch this, folks. I'm going to open up we're going to see here. And here's all our good people heading for the Hamptons for the holiday weekend. So standing room only this morning on this morning train. And why they did not add a 5th car. Hey, LIRR, why didn't you add a 5th car this morning? Come on. These people shouldn't have to be standing here from Babylon out east. Well, have a good weekend, folks. Yeah, and you know, they're not using they didn't lease the Mark cars this year, so there's going to be a shortage of C3 cars this weekend. But this train should have had 5 or 6 C3s. And if this one is packed, I can imagine what the noontime train, 9708 is going to, excuse me, 9706. Okay, the block is clear. As you can see, the signal, the top green signal. And this is the JJD interlocking here where we have scheduled meets. And this block is now controlled, well, it always has been controlled by Babylon between here and Speonk. All right, oh my goodness, they are packed into this train this morning. That's our first run of the day, taking weekend visitors out east to the Hamptons and to Montauk. I hope you enjoyed that, folks. I will be back here at Mastic-Shirley around 12:45 Eastern Time to do the next train to Montauk, which also we have a scheduled meet here of a westbound train, and we'll see that westbound train on the bypass siding over there to allow the eastbound train to pass, and then the westbound train 2707 will come into the station and head into Jamaica. So look for me back on the air around 12:40, 12:45 time frame today. And thanks for joining this visit today. Take care, everybody.